At Run Set today, and we're shooting some promo images for Dana Reed, and we partnered with Neewer, and we're rocking their Q4 strobe. So let's make some portraits. I like it to make it a picture. So for the first look, we're gonna be just rocking bare bulb right on the strobe here. No diffusion, no modifiers. We're just gonna give it that hard flash look. So basically the whole plan is to do kind of like an offset hard flash look, which I've made videos on in the past using a speed light, which I also have with me here as well. But the plan is to have her sit down here and just have the light slightly off where the camera is, so you get like this bit of shadow that kind of follows the body. And you can adjust the amount of shadow we have based off how far away the light is or the angle of the light. And so that's kind of what we're doing here. Fire this bad boy up, get some test shots. I think we can also do some stuff too where it's very loungy, like your arms up on the back of the couch and stuff. Yep. Walk in and just sit down on the couch. Don't think about it. Okay. Don't even think about it. Okay. Just sit down how you would normally sit down. Outside of you not being centered, that was perfect. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Bro, that shot's sick. That's the shot we just took. So let's do some more like that. Take a deep breath. And 3, 2, 1. Nice. Fire emojis. I might do something like that, but looking out the other way. I go 3, 2, 1. Nice. Do one looking in the camera now. It's pretty easy to set up. You just line up the red mark on this with the red mark on this. Boom. In the case, it comes with a handle that also doubles as your light stand mount, and it's also a standard Bowens mount, so you can put whatever modifiers on it you want, but I'm just using the included reflector. Comes with a charge brick that can charge the battery inside the Q4, or you can actually just power the Q4 directly from that charge brick, and I was also surprised by the build quality. All right, this house we rented for the shoot is crazy. It's definitely stuck in like the 60s and the 70s. This wallpaper's crazy. All right, this is half the reason why I wanted to rent this place, because this bathroom's amazing. And I'm gonna switch over to the Z2S and just go handheld with the speed light, because we're in kind of a cramped space and this is gonna work a little bit better for this. I actually really love this light, and I actually bought this light. So I bought this to complement the Q4 so that I could have like a hair light or an edge light or something. But I think we'll just rock this as the main light.
The other shoulder?
The one to camera, yeah.
Okay.
Oops, I sat in a sink.
Yeah, Dana, holy crap.
Okay, looking back into camera.
Whoa. That's cool.
Okay, eyes to camera. Looking into camera. Look at yourself in the mirror.
These are gorgeous.
Wow, that's so dope.
Love that.
Like your face is just popping. Oh wow, oh wow. I said if I have my toes out, I better be getting paid for that.
Exactly. Look at this weird angle I've got the screen on so that I can shoot like that. Can you do something where you're like leaning kind of forward a bit? Yeah, something like that, more casual, yep. I gotta close this. Let's get in my shot. Because that green background just looks dope. Gonna get closer, headshot. All dope. Good job.
That is sweet, eh? Just look at that.
Who knew that we're shooting this on a toilet? Just knocking off bangers on the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Okay.
All right, let's move on.
One in here.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Q4. I honestly didn't even know they were making like pro level lighting stuff. I've used their accessories and other camera stuff in the past. Actually, we're even using a newer stand right now. And I've had these stands actually for a couple of years as well, but I digress. So the Neewer Q4 is a 400 watt strobe with a fast 1.2 second recycle time at full power, which is pretty impressive for the size of the battery in it. It's got 9 stops of power range, TTL and HSS, which is high speed sync, up to 1/8,000th of a second. It runs on 2.4 gigahertz wireless. It's got USB-C for firmware updates. It's got a 2800 milliamp hour battery, good for 400 full power flashes. So I'm using the QPro-S trigger, and I'm not going to walk you through how to sync everything because this has up to 32 channels and 5 groups. Basically, all you need to do is make sure that you're on the same group and the same channel to be able to have these two locked in. And I had the strobe set in group A, channel 1, so it was pretty easy to set up and lock in. And from there on the trigger, you can adjust things like TTL or manual, and I was running everything in manual and just adjusting the power myself, and you can control the power all from the trigger. And then when I was using the Z2S speed light, I had it on a separate channel so that I can control it independently, just like you would with any other professional trigger. I had an inspo shot I want to do, something like this. So that's the vibe for this spot, I think. So right now we're tethered between the A1 Mark II and my iPad so that we can preview the images. Typically I would tether to a laptop in the Lightroom, but for this, because we're moving all over the place, it's just easier to use the iPad. We can either put your back against this wall, or your back against this wall, and I shoot this direction. I'm gonna make this look way darker in here than it actually is. Do you wanna look down towards camera? Nice. And turn the power up a bit on it. And pull your hair back just a little bit. That's good. Yeah, the camera side, yeah. It was just so I can see your eye. Yeah. Nice. These are all dope.
Ooh, love. That's awesome.
We need to take your head off the wall a little bit, but make it feel like it's on there. Those are sick. Those are really good.
Oh yeah, wait, I'm taking a picture.
I guess they're happy.
Oh my god, it's so good.
All right, one more location. So to change things up a bit, we set up a white backdrop, and I'm using a 33-inch octabox to give us some softer light. Now, I assume most people will probably be rocking the strobe this way with a softbox on. Look, we're doing a makeshift studio in here, all right? You can even look out that direction too.
Actually, now what we're going after actually looks sick. I love it. I love that jack.
Love it. Those are all dope. Should we try some with hard flash too? Like just the flash? We're good. Something similar, but this time we're gonna do hard flash, so you're gonna get the silhouette shadow.
Okay.
So try and keep your back as close as you can to the back wall there. It's not that this looks bad, it's just that we've been going for the hard flash look. So then when you start softening it, it like has a different feel to it. Looking straight into camera. Freaking love that. Now, of course, I had to take it outside to see how well it performs with backlit, harsh sun, and even at 100% power, it was definitely more than enough to overpower the sun. We didn't even need that much. I wanted to keep it looking the same as the rest of the shots, so I again went bare bulb, no modifier on it, and I was at like 1/16, 1/8 power, and had no issue keeping up with that backlit sun. So we started the day out with some hard light portraits, and then we switched out to the Z2S for some fun handheld stuff. And honestly, I wasn't expecting this level of performance from Neewer. I really like this system. It's an amazing value for what you get, especially when you compare it to some of the other brands out there at 400 watts. Works with Sony, Canon, and Nikon, and it's a solid build. The only critique I have is that I wish the bulb could stay in the strobe when you put it back in the case instead of having to put it on and off. All right, I'll have everything I use linked in the description. Make sure to check that out. Thanks to everyone involved on this shoot. Also, thanks to Dana, of course, and make sure to give her a follow. Check out her music. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs down twice. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. See you guys in the next one.